Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is PoppinCulture. My guests are two returning guests that I've had, the very funny uh, Doug Allen and Donovan Stroud. Guys, please follow them. Very hilarious comedians. If you get a chance to see them in your city, please go see them. Very funny. Definitely worth your money. Um, Guys, thank you so much for coming back and being on the podcast.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks.
having us.
Right? Uh, so we'll be talking about conspiracy theories, but I'm going to mix it up. I don't usually do this, but I would love to know. Both of you guys told me the first time you killed. I would love to know, just to mix it up, when was the first time you guys bombed?
Doug?
Well, that's what I was going to say, Donovan. I can't even think of a single time. If you could start us off, then.
That you killed a single time you bombed. Which one?
Fuck, hey man, don't say that. I think I said the last time that I was here, but like the first time that I ever did stand up was at a like comic workshop thing at a comedy club. And then they allowed me to get up there. I like showed up late and they allowed me to get up there like right before they started the actual show. And they let me like do, I was like, can I do one joke, please? One joke. And they let me do one joke and they like got like a laugh out of it. And everyone's like, oh, come on, welcome to the club. You're into it now. And I was like, can I do one more? Can I do? And they're like, okay, yeah, do it. And I did one more. And then it was just like crickets, like no laughter whatsoever. And they're like, okay, now you're really in it. Come on now, you know. So like, yeah, my second joke, I guess. But like
You
on
did.
stage.
I apologize. You did tell that story the first time, but that is the nicest bombing story ever. But
That's a very sweet one. I did many bombs, man. I lived in a van for a year, so like when I was traveling around, I just would bomb in a city and then leave. It didn't hurt me too much because like I got to like get on the road. I'm like 3 hours away from their town. I'm like, bunch of fucking idiots in Boise, dude. They don't know anything, you know. But yeah,
Just blame it on the city. Every city you go to, it's fucking Idaho.
It's those fucking weird. Yeah, that's what after enough inside the state. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's there. But yeah, I don't know, man. I've tons of times when I bombed or like I've just like you write a joke. I'm one of those guys. I'm an edgy white guy too. So like I'm like, oh dude, they're not gonna believe it when I say this. And then like you say it, and everyone's like, yeah, dude, you can't say that. And then I'm like, oh, this is a hard lesson for me to learn, you know.
okay.
Yeah.
As far as my bombs, I would say anytime that I think a joke's funny, that's why I tell them. It's because I think the joke is funny. And, you know, early on, I would just be really dismissive, like, oh, you don't get what I'm going for. And that was anytime I would bomb, that would be the case. And, you know, I think I told the killing story of Vinyl Pie, Michael, on our episode. You still there, Michael?
Yep, still here, buddy.
All right, just that's pretty much it. You brought in conspiracies, so I have like an opening statement, if I may.
All right. Again, guys, thank you so much for telling me your bomb stories.
Oh, you're so welcome, Michael.
Trust me, guys, they kill way more than they bomb. Bombing is just part of the process. Like I said, we have a great episode about conspiracy theories. I chose these two guys not because of like anything biased, but they talked to me about conspiracy theories in the past. And it's something that I truly believe every last one of you guys listening could definitely like want to hear. It's very interesting. And Donovan, I'll let you kick it off, buddy.
Well, I thought about, you know, what I would say for this episode. I've been pretty nervous today. I haven't had shit to do. And so I've been focusing on what to say right now. And that's, I got started about 5 years ago and listening to conspiracies, like learning about them from this guy that I delivered mail to at a vape shop. This guy named Ricky, who is an older guy. He kind of looks like Gandalf from Lord of the Rings. And, you know, he kind of painted a picture for me. He said, just question what's going on. And that, you know, just kind of sparked just being really interested in most of these conspiracies. And one conspiracy that everybody can kind of get on board with is Epstein. It's just like, if you in some way think that he didn't kill himself, because here you have this guy who is, very connected and has done some very horrible things. And, this person just kills himself in a section of the prison where they're literally supposed to stop you from killing yourself. So that kind of opens the doorway for, I think, a lot of people. They saw that happening in real time, and they were like, oh shit, the official narrative, might not be so official. And, with that being said, question the official narrative. I just want to say I'm bummed that we can't talk about vaccines on this episode because they are safe and effective.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking comedy. Fucking conspiracy theories, baby. Michael, when you were talking all that stupid bullshit about the first time that we fucking bombed, I'm like, dude, who gives a shit, man? Let's get into this shit. But yeah, that's what that was funny. I like the vaccine bit at the end. That's what I think. It's so weird. Like, there's so many people that absolutely are like, yeah, I totally believe in conspiracies. That's what I've been thinking all day too. Like, what I want to talk about today, because like I don't want to finish this episode, or people to finish this episode and be like, Doug is an absolute insane person. Because that's what, like, I've definitely had conversations with people in like 20 minutes at a bar where like they walk away and they're like, Doug is fucking nuts, but yeah, like, you can't say anything that's off. That's what it's just like how people act about these certain things. And even people that are like deep in conspiracy theories that will believe in like the Jeffrey Epstein stuff, absolutely. But then like you'll say something about like a vaccine, 9/11, this, that, the other, and then people will just be like, absolutely shut off on that. It's super
I will
weird.
say that has been the benefit of having this knowledge, because socially you can end in conversation instantly. If somebody's just boring you with like weather talk, just throw in there, just be like, Tom Hanks is a pedophile.
Yeah.
Just throw it in there.
Absolutely. Hey, the earth is flat. Have you ever read about the research bases on Antarctica?
I haven't heard. Actually, I don't know that one you just said.
No.
So you can go ahead and get us started with that one.
I was Michael, you got to lead us, because that's what I think this is going to happen the entire time too. I think we're just going to start falling down the rabbit hole. Hey, if you don't reel us in at some point. Michael, but I want to ask you a question, Donovan. Sure. What was 5 years ago that Jeffrey Epstein stuff happened? Michael, sorry, buddy.
What's Donovan, Michael doing? I can't see him.
Michael's rubbing his face. Yeah, Donovan has it that way he can only see who's talking. Michael, I'm just staring at both of these guys. What was going on 5 years ago? What was the topic that kind of got you into it? Sandy Hook, you're a Nazi. God dang it. That's the weird thing about conspiracy theories too. There's like Sandy, you can't say Sandy Hook's a conspiracy theory. People get weird about you.
But I didn't know that was I didn't know that was 5 years ago.
I don't remember. My timeline's all screwed up. So that's what I was just curious what is going on 5 years ago. Do you remember?
Yeah, I just want to say, guys, I apologize for the way I started. Probably shouldn't have started.
No. I'm just messing with you. I was joking. Okay. That's funny.
Okay,
that was funny. Cool. That was cool. No, it's your podcast, dude. It's however you want to do it. Don't fucking.
Okay. Yeah, but it was a weird way. It was a weird way to start.
No, anyway, absolutely. It's how you start the podcast.
Sure. But anyway, guys, like I said, feel free. Whatever you guys you want to talk about, any conspiracy theories. Like, there's any conspiracy you want. I will say about the Sandy Hook situation. It's this loud guy. He does a lot of conspiracy theories. He screams a lot.
Alex Jones.
That may be his name. He got in trouble with Joe Rogan. Okay.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's the shit.
That one was 100% debunked. Like that. Yeah. That is.
I'm not even like saying that like I believe in like any conspiracy theories in particular, and that's what like. I think like that's what I wanted to talk about. Some of the things, because like it's PoppinCulture. Like I came on here last time and I talked about groupthink, and basically it was just an hour of me being like, "But Michael, do you get it?" I was doing Alex Jones. I was like, "The reptilian, they're understanding that we're But
you got the voice.
That's your impression,
bro. He nailed it. He nailed it. That's great.
when you talk about conspiracy theories, everybody's gonna come around and they're gonna tell you. But I don't know if that's like a pro wrestler or Alex Jones. But what I wanted to talk about, like pop and culture, like how conspiracy theories have like gone through pop culture like throughout it, and like how people do act about it, how like it all started, the term conspiracy theorist was termed after JFK's assassination.
Really?
At
I thought
least
it was the moon landing.
Oh, maybe that too. I don't know. See, that's the other problem with conspiracy theories too. I'm interested. I used to be hardcore into it. What got me into it was Joe Rogan, and like fucking when I was like 14, and like I was like straight up like mom, dad, like red strings, like you don't understand, this stuff's together. And that's what one of the things I want to talk about is like why, Donovan, why you're attracted to conspiracy theories, why I'm attracted to conspiracy theories. I was thinking like one of them, like they're really like just fun stories for the most part. Like there's a ton of them, and like you can look up some and just be like,
sorry, I was just gonna say, like, it's done nothing for me. This knowledge like has done absolutely nothing for me.
well, that's my
like,
problem was like I got super
yeah.
deep into it, and like you start trying to talk to everybody about it and nobody wants to fucking hear about it. And then you find a couple people that do want to hear about it, and then like you like really fucking hit it off, and it's like a lot of fun. And then like you get to a point with I got to a point with conspiracy theories where I was like, I need, and this is like psychotic how I'm crazy, I was like, I need to take down the new world order. Like, dude, this is all. If fucking Trump became president when I was 14, 16, whatever the hell, I would have been like, hey, dude, who wants to chip in on bus fare? Because we're going to go stomp some reptilians, dude.
Yes.
But like, then like you kind of realize like there's probably like a middle ground, because like the thing that I really like about it is like you feel like you're like in on a secret. There are things that were conspiracy theories in the past and got declassified by the CIA, and the people that people thought were wearing tinfoil hats and crazy were absolutely
MK
right.
Ultra.
MK Ultra app. So that's what I was going to talk about. All the connections between all the celebrities. It's MK Ultra still going on today.
Michael, are you aware of MK Ultra?
No.
I knew about Jeffrey Epstein in high school. Okay. That's what I wanted to say. One of the things I felt great about, bro, when I was doing all that crazy shit, I was telling my mom, there's this fucking guy and he brings all the celebrities out there and da-da-da. And then that all came out, and my mom still
you were
like,
mad at her. You're like, why
crazy.
Can't you be fucking richer where I can do this? You're like mad, like, I can't make more money?
Mom, why didn't you get me some part-time work? Okay. One trip to an island, we could have been eating for months. Like,
let me be like a masseuse's apprentice.
See, you guys have like the conspiracy theories that like are very important, and like that came true. And you were right, Doug, that really did happen. But when it comes to conspiracy theories that I believe in, I think are true, probably maybe aren't true, but they're not like important enough. Like that's like that Jeffrey Epstein thing saved a lot of Pizza Hut in the early, we're all like in our late 20s, right? Or almost 30. In the middle, 20s, okay, in the middle to late 90s, Pizza Hut had this deal with PlayStation where they had you could buy pizza and they would give you like a demo disc with like 7 games on it. And apparently they did that because Philips Pizza Hut was going to sell to Philips, and then Philips was like, fuck it, we don't want Pizza Hut anymore. We don't do that kind of business. And Pizza Hut was like, okay, then fuck it, we're gonna do a deal with Sony.
That's a conspiracy.
That's like fuck you over. But like that is,
yeah. I mean, it's not an important one, but like,
do you know the definition of conspiracy? You know what the definition? Me? Anybody? I mean, that's what I'm a teacher now, guys. Hold on.
No,
raise your hands, everybody.
I could explain it.
Conspiracy theory is just 2 or more people getting together. We conspired to have this podcast. It was a conspiracy. And if somebody would have been like, hey, fucking, they're getting together and they're having a podcast, that would have been a conspiracy theory, and it would have been a true one. But like, that's like, I like that because that's an example of like conspiracy theories that like probably are true, but like there are like the way bigger ones that are like, dude, the planet is run by aliens that are harnessing our negative energy and sending it away as fuel to other planets, and we need to coexist as a human population to send them off of our earthly plane. That might sound crazy, but also it might be true. Who knows, guys?
I saw it on History Channel. Like, it, don't get me wrong, like it sounds like complete BS, but like people believe it.
I kind of do, bro. Like that's like the thing that like sucks about it is that's the thing that sucks about it is like you see all this stuff like there's Project Mockingbird, I believe it is. And that's the other thing that sucks about like conspiracy theory stuff too, is like you'll talk about stuff and like there's credit to what you're saying, but like they're like, oh no, that's not even, you don't even know what you're talking about. And it's like, well, I'm getting the stream, like chill out. But like, yeah, no, the government, the CIA has like documents unleashed that like they like have worked with news outlets in the past in order to sway US population or whatever people want. I'm stupid, guys. Okay, that's the other thing too. Okay,
Can I just say that your walls look like a school?
I live in a dorm. I'm a RA, actually. Michael said the same thing when he saw it. I'm pretty sure I live in Section 8. I'm gentrifying. I'm the first wave of gentrification in Charleston. So I'm just happy to do my part.
And you'd be the one too, man. This fucking guy won't shut up about turtles.
Turtles.
Reptilians.
Oh, okay.
I don't know the whole reptilian one. See, like there are some where I won't even like learn more about because I'm just like, I don't want to fucking know about this.
Well, that's what you just get. There's the rabbit hole goes fucking deep, dude. I mean,
Donovan, are you drinking Seagrams?
Seagram's, yeah, wild berries.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, if you don't know, Donovan's married, so yeah.
Also, the podcast is sponsored by Seagram's Wild Berries.
No, it's not.
The berry.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, there was no money. Seagram's hit me up though.
Seagram's. The world is dominated by aliens.
I promise you,
it's the best ginger ale. Like
Seagram's Light Ale. Investigate 9/11.
If they do sponsor, best believe that's the soundbite I'm using.
Hey, go over to
That's actually
Seagram.
like some really good ads.
Yeah.
Go over to bluechew.com and type in PoppinCulture.
Yeah, I told Nestor, I said when it comes to the certified comic show, I was like, buddy, when it comes, best believe he's the Blue Chew guy.
Who? Nestor?
Yeah, I was like, I was like, Nestor, we drew straws and you are the Blue Chew guy. But okay, guys, what about the Illuminati? Like, do you believe in that or no?
Of course, Lady Gaga, she looks like she's the fucking witch from Game of Thrones and does all the rituals for sure.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like Steve, like I don't know, like Steve Jobs, widow to come out and be like, "Yep, we were part of it,"
Dude, they already have again, bro. Like that's what Jeffrey Epstein flight logs having all the celebrities on there. Like they've all connected, dude. They're all in tune with each other. Are you guys uncomfortable with how I'm lying, or do you just not like how I'm talking? Every time that I come onto Donovan's screen, I just see him go.
Your legs are pretty open, man.
I'm mostly just do that. That's just me.
Okay, touch.
I'm a comfortable man. I'm sorry that you guys aren't.
I mean, the same way that you just decide to lay down is the same way that I look down.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just comfortable. No, but I mean, yeah, the Illuminati, like there's the Illuminati. The idea behind that is just like a bunch of celebrities are getting together and making it so that way they make a lot more money and like control shit. And like the Illuminati goes up to it's controlled by lizard people that like that's the other problem with conspiracy theories too, is like a lot of them just kind of all roads lead to anti-Semitism. That's something that they've said about them too. It's like all conspiracy theories, when like you start looking at them a lot, at some point they'll end up being like the Jews control and the Jews, the global elites, the Zionists are coming together,
So that brings to our I think topic would be the best anti-Semite, Hitler. Some say that he didn't die in his bunker and that he went to Argentina. And the United States recruited Nazi scientists to join NASA. These are proven facts. Werner von Braun. All right.
Oh. So that's what, like
I don't know if it's right. I don't know.
You don't know that? That's right. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look it up. I mean, you can Google Werner von Braun and his ties to Nazi Germany.
That's in pop culture now. That's in pop culture now. The
NASA.
American Nazis, Werner von Braun, and that the Nazis used like that's what. How many movies have you seen that have like Nazis doing like scientific experiments on people and like the U.S. fucking around with,
I just think that, as far as, what happened in World War II, a complete genocide of a race, it it makes me look at things happening now as I hate whenever like a human is compared to, say, a rat in any sort. Like any kind of comparison of a human to an animal is just not cool.
unless they're
It's
calling
the
you a
human.
stud.
Thank you. That's an animal.
I'm just gonna let you keep going with that. Yeah.
No, that's cool. No, I accept.
Yeah.
I accept the compliment. I'm just gonna soak in it for a second. All right.
But yeah,
But yeah, just like you treat everyone as a human, and to refer to someone as not human is the opposite of love.
yeah, that's super whack. But that's also there's a conspiracy theory that the concentration camps didn't happen. I hate it when you compare people to lizards. That's my big problem. No.
I'm black, so I really don't want to like get into my,
Get into that.
I don't want to get into because how history works. But to go into what you said about concentration camps, we can move up to recent times. Apparently, at one point in time, people thought AIDS was a lie, and to think that some people believe that is really scary.
Yeah, same way people believe COVID's a lie. COVID's a real fucking virus.
Yeah.
But then there's the conspiracy theory that AIDS is made in a lab. There's a conspiracy theory coronavirus is made in a lab. That's like one of the problems with conspiracy theories and all that. Like it's literally just like where you said, like it's like everything is completely like who knows. I don't know what this information gets me and like where I am to go next with it. But that's what
I think the whole point of it is to just question the here and the now and the official narrative and what you see. Because, I mean, if the moon landing, for instance, was fake, that means everybody that saw that on TV saw something in real time that was faked. Their generation believed it, and therefore it got passed on to the next generation. So if one generation believes something, generally it goes along, right? And you can erase like history in the moment. Like look at China and the Uyghurs. They're putting these people in what seems to be concentration camps, right? Or work camps. And they're doing it proficiently and executing perfectly, almost as well as they executed with the China's one-child policy. The program worked tremendously. They're they're doing a lot right. Like the social credit score thing, they are making it to where people that do conspiracy podcasts like this, they go to fucking jail. They get shut the fuck up. They get their internet taken away from them. Do what?
Their freedom of speech is truly no freedom of speech.
Yes.
Over here, billionaires like Elon Musk can say something, and now a certain type of Bitcoin will rise tremendously. But over in China, a billionaire said the wrong thing, and now he's doing like 45 years. And he's a billionaire. Like money can't help you at all in China, for the most part.
And I think that there are people that love what China's doing, as far as a government, as far as a country, as far as controlling of a population. And, I think there is a lot that needs to be questioned about, who is leading this country. And, I think let's just talk about Trump. Trump's gone right now. He's nowhere on the map. He's got his little vlog, or his he has a blog now, right? He blogs.
It's the best blog of the time.
He's about to start up his
There
own
he
app.
is. Hey, Trump's here. Actually, we do have Trump.
I just wanted to call in and say that the coronavirus was a complete hoax. It was made up. The
Yeah, no, I mean, like, that's what you're saying. I think, like, the good thing about coronavirus, the good thing about like conspiracy theories is like yeah, it's like a preserver of free speech. It's like a thing that's like, yeah, keep questioning like what your government's doing. Cause like I think it's true that the government is like the type of people that they're gonna take away your right, that are gonna like hurt you more than anybody else. You know, I think that like staying true with like your fellow man, the people like your neighbors, think locally, blah blah blah. I just like
And
I think it's
well,
weird.
yeah, go ahead.
I think it's
Sorry.
just like weird, like how so many people are like moving. You said like I don't know what you mean by like some people, like you mean like the global elites would be like saying that what China's doing is like good. You said like doing like the social score and all that
I
stuff,
think that
which like
Trump
that scares the shit out of
sees.
me.
I think that Trump sees what's going on, and I have kind of this like fear of like Trump law, where it's just like anything he says goes. Like Trump law, this is Trump law. This is what happens, and I could view that as like a bad thing. But as far as the other side, Republican, Democrat, it's all the same to me. The third party thing is really interesting. I don't know what's going to be the future for the third party, but I think continuing down this line of thinking would result in more people becoming third party. I don't think that most conspiracy theorists would align with left or right.
Yeah, I think like most of like what I've like got out of like looking at conspiracy theories and stuff is like really just like, yeah, the government is fucking with you. You can't like just like all of like the atrocities that government has done throughout all the time is like really not a wonderful thing. We sound dumb as hell right now, man. But it's the government's gonna fuck you over is basically like what like I get out of like all like the conspiracy theory stuff and like mainstream media, Project Mockingbird. That's what like what you said, like Trump law, like kind of surprised me. Like that's what I think, like more conspiracy theory people are like the people that are running down to the Capitol, like doing like all like for Trump. That's what I think, like in my opinion, I think like
No,
whatever
I
the
could definitely
mainstream
see a
media.
comeback of Trump, man. 2024, he's
Oh
doing a good
yeah, I mean
like a
that'd be bad if
and then people have just been on cool down up until that moment, like Biden's in office, everything's nice, everything's just going along. We got some shit going on in Israel, whatever. It's not affecting us here in America. And
massively affecting us.
on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't affect me.
You're right. Yeah.
I'm be real with you, man. And like this is not to affect any Trump supporter at all. You think like his diet wise, you think he makes it to 2024?
They got him. They're gonna have him pumped up with the best steroids that McDonald's has and keep him fucking rocking, dude. They're not worried about
And I don't
nothing,
wish
baby.
death on him at all. That's not what I'm saying. I do not wish
All
death on
right.
this
You
man.
guys hear
But like his
that?
diet,
Michael Garrick just said on the Pop and Culture podcast he vows to assassinate previous president Donald Trump, number 45, going down by MG's hands. So he claims. You hear
Was
that,
he 40?
Illuminati? Come
I
out
thought
here.
Trump was 44. I
40,
thought
wasn't he?
Biden was 45.
I don't. I'm
Biden's
stupid,
Trump,
dude.
45.
Trump
I'm
is
dumb.
45.
I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
So
Biden's
Biden's 46.
I thought
46.
Obama was 45, to be honest with you guys. I don't even know any. I don't know any of their ages. Okay, so
There's a comedian that
joking,
said something about.
nobody. Okay.
There's a comedian that said something about
I know you're
Obama's.
joking about me assassinating Trump. Yeah.
There
Be
was a
real
comedian
with
that said something about oh, go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
give me. Can you just give me 1 second? Because I know I gotta edit that out. So let me ask a question. So like it'll look like we went into something.
Why you gotta edit that out? We're having fun, man.
Oh
Yeah, we're good.
Oh, that's the soundbite I want 20 years from now.
You ain't having fun?
Oh yeah, but I don't want that soundbite for 20 years from now.
Oh.
Also, comedian Michael Garrick wants to see it.
They just put me, they what's it called? Deep fake me inside of like a news suit, so that way it stole my voice and everything. Comedian Michael Garrick.
So guys, GMO Have you followed this conspiracy theory?
What
that
is why? Hey, gosh, oh my gosh, why did you cut that part out, Michael? Come on now, let's keep this flowing, baby. Okay, I'm sorry, edit it again. That was
I'll
rude.
You
keep,
mean
I'll keep it in.
GMO as
I'll
in
keep it
like
in. It's
good
You're
fine.
gonna keep it
morning,
in? Okay, fuck it.
I might.
good morning something.
No, genetically modified organisms. It's in a lot of food, and they're saying some people believe that just sugar and whatever salt, whatever is really much is what they're injecting into food, and it's killing us.
So
Did you
the
die just then? Was it he just died from the food?
Apparently, they say it's slowly killing us. GMOs
Oh,
like slowly
it
killing
looked
us.
like you died like as soon as you stopped saying that. Sorry.
No,
the
that'd be
the
horrible, ain't it? I better still put the episode out. That's what I would have wanted.
a lot of like conspiracy theory stuff about like GMO, it follows Monsanto. You know Monsanto?
No.
Yeah, for
No.
Christmas.
Monsanto. That's it. If you call them around the campfire, some s'mores, some okay, whatever. Monsanto is a like big old company. Runs like a whole bunch of like food stuff. What they do is like genetically modify food organisms, and then they put it into a patent, and then they make it so that way that food will spread its pollen. It will go to another farm. It'll genetically modify that food the same way that like a pollen, the way that plants work is like they spread pollen. Pollen's basically like cum, and the other parts of the tree is like yeah, no, there's male and female plants.
Can you sign up for this?
And so the way that weed works, we're going all the way back. So that way, I'm not insane now. The way that weed
Okay.
works is the nugs that you smoke are basically like ovaries. It's like the female genetics of the plant. And the male plant will only grow seeds. It's like the testicles. And the testicles will pop. The seeds pods will open up and they'll release pollen, and then the ovaries, the buds will collect a lot of that pollen, and then it will drop seeds, and then it will produce the plant more. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but that's exactly how the science works on the plant of growing wheat. Yeah. But the way that like the way that Monsanto's plants work is the exact same as that. It spreads the plant, the pollen, and then it goes over there. But a lot of like conspiracy theories, a lot of like ideas, a lot of like the stuff that like I've also like got the idea out of this is like how the government's gonna fuck you over. Big government's also gonna fuck you over. Or big corporations are also gonna fuck you. It's just basically like how I said, we're always like screwed over. There's a lot how we're screwed over. It's like these like big companies are gonna like take the big companies are gonna take like as much, the big corporations are gonna take like as much power as they can. I don't know what I'm going off a flow of thought, but like what I was like thinking today at work when I was thinking about like things that I wanted to say about this, people act like they have the answer of like socialism or capitalism or this, that, the other. It's all the goal of both of those things are like the same thing, to raise the common man as great as he can be, but the problem with capitalism and problem with socialism is saying that the government can handle it, and capitalism saying that people can handle it. And in both of those situations, those two things, people in the government start working together to make sure that like certain people have more advantages than others. If it's white privilege, or if it's like racial bias, if it's wealth bias, class bias, this, that, the other, they do that to help each other out. And then then they succeed, and the rest of us like get stuck down at the bottom. It's like, I mean, it's everything is a conspiracy theory when like you think about it. And like people need to be like how Donovan was saying, is like people need to be like a lot more open to this, and people need to be like more accepting of like other people's theories, because like then you're gonna see like, hey, the most of like these conspiracy theories, like you could call a guy that's like far right wing would call Derek Chauvin going to jail or whatever a conspiracy theory. They'd be like, you're crazy, you believe that he wanted to kill George Floyd, that's how, or or any other police killing that happens, how people like say all that. It's like if they could open up their eyes to a conspiracy theory, or be like, yeah, let me see how somebody else thinks, then you're gonna be able to like be open up to like a way larger world of this. And that's what I'm saying, guys.
seeing how someone else
Pizza
thinks
Hut,
and
Pizza Hut teaming
accepting.
up with Sony. I'm
Fucking
sorry,
right now.
Donovan. Pizza Hut's teaming up with Sony is just as serious as the George Floyd murder. I'm sorry.
So are you
That's a
saying
joke.
that pizza?
Absolute joke.
What did Pizza Hut
Absolute
do?
joke
Did
there.
they?
I was
Did
trying
they?
to wrap it all back around in a joke.
Pizza Hut. Yeah, you suck, man.
Donovan, what were you about to say?
Man, Doug Allen fucking sucks.
Yeah,
I hate that
Stroud.
dude.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean this emotion?
Oh, I fucking mean it, dude.
Okay.
You suck.
I suck. Why?
Dude, clean up your room.
My room's clean. That's what decorate yours.
You probably got everything on top of the bed to the right of you.
No, my bed. I just made it right before.
That's to the left of you. Shit.
Yeah. Good call. Learn your left from rights. Donovan
So
Stroud.
what exactly did Pizza Hut do? Because I try, that's like a embezzlement,
So-
right? Or like insider trading or something.
No, what happened was Philips was about to start their own game system with Nintendo. Nintendo backed out on the deal. They was like, no, we don't need CDs. We're doing great with cartridges. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong.
Cartridges.
Yeah.
Cartridges.
So when Nintendo backed out, Philips was left like, oh, let's try to start a system, which it flopped. That's why you don't know what it is. But long story short, in that time period, Philips had a chance to buy Pizza Hut. They backed out of that deal because they backed out. Nintendo backed out. They didn't have the capital. Pizza Hut took that the wrong way, and that's why we have those. That's why we know what Metal Gear Solid was in the first Tony Hawk game because it was on the Pizza Hut demo disc.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a blue one and a red one, and this could totally find out like later on today that this is totally a lie, but that was the theory I read.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
And another thing about conspiracies is once you start questioning a lot of things, is you start questioning like, look at virtual reality. That's a crazy, crazy invention. And if you look at the future of virtual reality, one could say this could be it.
Yeah, as long as it's better than Tron. Like even looking at Tron, I can imagine back then I could be like that just didn't seem like a good.
Why are you hating on
That's as
Tron,
far as
man?
their
That was
imagination.
cool.
Have you finished the movie?
Tron was
Have you
cool,
seen the
though.
whole? Have you seen the whole movie?
Even the
But
remaster blows.
the sport, like I love that sport, and then like the rollerball with Keanu. No, was Keanu in that? Fuck.
No,
Not rollerball. Who was in rollerball? That's not Keanu Reeves. That was
no.
I know LL Cool J. No, it wasn't LL Cool J.
I haven't seen Rollerball in forever, but yeah, as long as it's not like Tron, they have a few of them in Greenville. They have a VR arcade in Greenville, and that one's actually legit. Like if you guys ever get a chance, it is
That was
fun.
badass.
Yeah.
Hey Doug, I didn't mean it earlier.
You really hurt my feelings, Donovan.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean it.
You incited my pain response.
Oh yeah.
For a second, I was like, "Thank God this is over Zoom." This is
Well, my
Yeah.
thoughts were like, bro, if we were in the same room, I'd be jumping over this table right now saying I suck like that. It's disrespectful.
right
Yeah,
now. You
just,
better be glad Doug is over there playing footsies with his plants. And
I have been.
it's cool.
global last one for you guys. I'm very much into.
You didn't need to buy the pro package, bro. This is less than 40 minutes.
Oh no, we still got the movie review though.
Okay.
And I'm really into recycling. My family is. We're really big on it. I just found out people think global warming public school. Global warming is a myth. Do you guys believe it's a myth also?
No.
God damn it, Donovan.
So that's what I used to look into that a lot. And that's what I don't even know. I think that's just the world changes and it's just all just inciting people and making us all crazy at each other while the lizard people take all of our
Do you believe it's a myth, Donovan?
I think that there's been a lot of push for it recently. Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, he opened up a whole restaurant to feed the homeless. And then now he's pushing some sort of global water initiative So anything that's like popular, that's like big opinion, like I tend to question. As far as global warming, I think that a lot of cars are out there using up their exhaust, and I think that is literally something that puts too much carbon dioxide in the earth. Sure. There's a lot of land still on this earth with trees and plants, and they have a job, those trees and plants, to get rid of the carbon dioxide. So it's literally what they're there for. It would take a lot of land to just be swept up and taken out for the carbon dioxide to warm the earth as quickly as some people say.
Okay. Oh yeah, and in theory, yeah, I agree. It won't be us, dealing with the consequences at all. Like we'll probably be fine.
Right. It's not like a 2.5 years or we're gonna die type thing.
No, definitely.
I don't think that like we're in homeostasis with the earth.
Oh, I'm in homeostasis right now, looking at your
Hey,
legs right
baby.
now.
You
Looking
come
at
to
your
this
legs.
room, you'll be homostasis. Come on now.
Hey, man,
but no, I don't think that like we're in like homeostasis with the earth. I don't think things are like flowing perfectly. But yeah, like Donovan said, I don't think that like it's like the world's falling apart like how people say. I think that again it's big corporations that are like that are like, hey, you need to drive your car less, when like you look into the numbers and it's like, I think my biggest conspiracy theory is just that like the big corporation, the Illuminati, the guys that are up at the top are literally all just like puppet mastering the news and like being like, hey, freak out about this, freak out about this, freak out about this, freak out about this. When it's like, ignore what we're doing, ignore it, like the Wall Street banks 2008 financial crisis. None of those guys got prosecuted.
It's the government working hand in hand with the media. I mean, there's literally like records of these people that are ex-government agents going and working for news outlets. It's just, and then their husband or their wife is in the service still, and it's like they have these people fucking meshed together to push whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And what you said, Doug, about with
you suck?
being like no, I said that earlier, and I said I was sorry. I'm sorry again.
I'm sorry.
But what you said is like telling somebody you shouldn't drive many miles, like telling somebody anything, man. And it started with like the masks.
Should get a vaccine.
Let's start with the masks.
Yeah. Well, that's like all that stuff again is like just like driving people, pitting us against each other, when like literally it's just like, hey, if you're sick, stay the fuck home. And like if like you don't know somebody, don't swap their spit. Like that's what there was like tons of doctors that were coming out like right when this was coming out, and they're like, we're like, it's not man. You see, you can't talk about this either because people start saying that like you're insane and that this, that, the other. Well, but like
it's about coming together. Stuff, it's about coming together, I think, because like I said,
everybody getting
conspiracy.
It's fine, guys. It's 100% fine. I already know, like, more than likely Facebook is going to take this one down, but YouTube and
I'm not worried about you. Fine. I'm not worried about your ad revenue, Michael. I'm worried about people hearing this and being like, Doug's a fucking nut. He thinks that coronavirus isn't as big of a deal as people think it is. I didn't
mean to cut you off if that's what you were trying to finish. My bad.
Oh no, it's good.
Well, I was saying with Doug, but I'm also saying that the conspiracy talk has done nothing for me socially. It's not advanced my career, right? But I think the point of like bringing it in is to come together, and I think that is a perfect segue for the movie They Live that we can just add on to the end of this episode if you want, Michael, because
I'll just do it separately.
Son of a.
Please, let's do it separately, guys, if that's okay.
Okay, I was just going to make one reference about it. Can I do that?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
In the movie, a white guy and a black guy come together to overthrow the government. That's what it's about. It's about the white man and the black man coming together. So, Michael, if you would join me and Doug, we're going to,
I was going to say, then another white guy shows up and they make a podcast about it.
Yeah.
That's the end of
Guys,
the movie.
guys,
I,
oh,
I don't know. I was just gonna say, conspiracy theories all sound very crazy and goofy when you first hear about them, and like people like starting to talk about it always sounds insane. But like if you look into pretty much any of them and you look at like enough videos, you're probably gonna find a couple that are gonna make you be like, huh, oh, that's kind of weird. Okay. And that's what maybe you're gonna disprove it. I like see tons of conspiracy theories, and I'm like, that's absolute bullshit. That's crazy, you know. But there's probably going to be a couple out there that you're like, oh man, let me look deeper into this, and that's going to be a lot of fun for you. And then you'll start looking into more, and then you'll help us kill the lizard people whenever we got to do that.
That
I'll
is the
tell you.
ultimate goal. So we just need to start an army. Is the whole
Oh.
issue here?
Yeah,
Taking up a
guys, I
militia.
look back on it, doing a little research for this episode, and I had a flashback to my first conspiracy theory I ever read. I was in ninth grade, and it was a history class, and it was this book. It's Tim McGraw textbook, and I'll never forget. It said clear as day. My whole class, I'm pretty sure I can hit up my friends. They would tell you. It said, and it was some very nice slave owners, and I was like, nope. Never once would it I or anyone in that class believe that. And but yeah, that was my first conspiracy theory I
Yeah,
ever
kill your
read.
slave
That's
owners.
funny.
You kill your slave
Yeah,
owners.
yeah. I was like,
If
I was like,
anybody fucking tries
yeah,
to act like they own you, you kill them.
yeah. I was like, there's no nice. But guys, how has conspiracy theories influenced pop culture?
Donovan, you want to go? I'll go.
I mean, it's influenced it because there are a group of people that do believe in injustice. And if you look at the heart of conspiracies, it is about injustice because it's some really horrible things happening. Look at Pizzagate, for instance. If you believe that, you can look that up, Google it, give it a Google. It's on Google still before they remove it. You know, and if that's something that has been going on, and you know, it's abuse of power, it's abuse of authority, it's unhuman on every level. You know, as humans, we are capable of evil and of good. So for someone to act their entire life on behalf of evil just needs to be eradicated in every way. And conspiracies, I think, at the heart are meant for that, is to wake these people up and say, hey, we got to look at some injustices going on at every level.
Okay, Doug, how you think it has influenced pop culture?
That's what I think that you just summed it up pretty good, Donovan. That's what I was gonna say. It's injustices and people are committing injustices, and it's like, you gotta fucking stop injustice when you see it. Like that's what do what you can, step up and figure it out. That's the shitty thing about conspiracy theories, the way that like it's affected pop culture is like it gives this counterculture of people that are like, no, you guys are wrong. You guys have no clue what you're talking about. And da 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 da. And like, you know, I don't know. It creates a lot of turmoil in society, but then like it also can hopefully create some political discourse. That's a whole nother conspiracy why political discourse isn't around. Yeah, that one other thing that was a conspiracy theory too that I wanted to just touch on and be like, oh yeah, and that too you got to check out. But yeah, man. And so they're very interesting things to get into. Don't let it rule your whole life, but check it out. Have some fun.
I think
Nice.
there's no political discourse because of Trump, actually. The way he just came in, the way he did, throwing heat, made people not really care about what the policies were.
I think before Trump was around, I think like the policies, you talk about that. I mean, fuck, dude, that's conspiracy. Like politicians forever have like said policies that they're going to do and then get elected and then like do nothing about it. I think people not having super rational conversations. I remember like going to college and like people just being like 2013, people just like being very like my way or the highway, and like I'm like absolutely right and like not willing to listen to other sides, and like I'm guilty of it too, you know. I think the
And
Trump
that's how it
thing
is.
empowered a
Well,
group
that's
of
how it is with,
people.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I think the
Empowered,
Trump.
go ahead.
I think Trump like empowered a group of people that like wouldn't have felt empowered otherwise. And like I'm not saying in like a positive way. I'm saying like these fucking redneck idiots. Like, dude, that's the worst part of living in the South. This like that's the best and the worst part is seeing fucking this crazy and that's what there's redneck is a very there's many different but just the crazy motherfuckers, dude. You know. But I think Trump enabled crazy motherfuckers to be like, oh yeah, hell yeah, you know. But that's what Trump was a conspiracy theory guy for the beginning of the drain the swamp shit. I like legitimately thought that the dude was gonna go in there and get rid of all the politicians that I've been saying that. Hey, Mike's girlfriend, I fiance, I saw her on the mirror. I tell her come say
no, I'm
hi.
not done. I still got to do the movie review, but come on.
But I think it like empowered stupid people to like believe their opinion more or whatever the hell. But that's like when he was starting, I'll be honest with you. Like I didn't vote for him, but like I totally thought that like he was gonna drain the swamp. I thought that it was like the conspiracy theory guy, you know.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming onto the podcast.
Shit, no, somebody else say something. That sounds pro Trump, dude. Let me figure out something. So I'm not pro Trump, y'all. Don't go ahead and leave
Yeah,
it
this
with
has been
that.
a great end to
I
the
didn't,
episode,
yeah.
Michael. You can just
Michael's
end it right
Michael's
here.
trying to get me back for saying that he's going to assassinate Trump. He's like, and this just in.
This just in. Doug Smith loves me.
Doug Allen. Fuck, I forgot my name.
But for real, guys, thank you so much for doing this episode. There's nobody else I wanted for this episode besides you guys. Is there anything you'd like to say to your fans? And please tell everyone where they can follow you.
I'd like to say to my number one
yep.
fan, Donovan Stroud, you can follow me on Doug Allen Comedy. Michael, thank you for having me on. Donovan, cool hanging.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah, this was sweet. To my fans, thanks, guys. Look forward to seeing you back when I come to do my laundry next Wednesday, Mom and Dad.
Nice. Well, you can find me every Wednesday at Sam Bar in Irmo, recording the DPS podcast with myself, Sauce Got Jokes, and Pudgy. So you can follow me on Donovan Stroud Comedy for any other stuff. And you can check out my monthly show at the Sandbar. That is the last Friday of every month at the Sandbar in Irmo.
All right. Thank you guys so much for
And
coming.
sorry for messing with this thing here. Sorry about that.
In Charleston, South Carolina, every Wednesday, come out to the Purple Buffalo and do an open mic. Starts up at 8. And then every Tuesday, starting in June, we're going to be doing Elliott Borough Mini Bar. And then we do a book show there the last Thursday of every month. So come out to that. All the Tuesday and the Wednesday are free. The last Thursday is $10. Follow me on Instagram. There'll be more information.
Michael, he's got bunny ears in the back and I have bunny ears here. Look at that. It works both ways.
Yes. Guys, please follow these guys. They're hilarious. They're two of the hardest working comedians I know. Thank you guys again for coming on to the show. Thank you guys for listening and have an amazing day.